Who am I? In this era, you might also know me as the Aged Man.
Darling, never too old for a jest, are you?
What the heck was that? Where's the manor?
No, please. I don't want any of this. No one wants any of this.
It sounds strange, to say the least. What's that? Casket?
You have what you came for, and the rest is up to you.
Then the Aged Man left it on purpose. For us. It seems to me as if this fellow knew a lot more than we did from the start.
Even though I doubt it will make much of a difference.
But I still believe in our dream. I still do.
Prophetess, were you successful? Then tell me. So he knew about the cycle. That's disquieting and interesting. Yes, maybe that's an attempt to help us. He's not against us, because if he were, he wouldn't have let you out alive. I bet that the Lightborn also knew more about the Aged Man than they told us. This explains why Malphas told the Order specifically not to bother him. But we will discuss his identity another time. What matters is that you were able to find the missing glyphs, and that we now have this relic. However useful it will be in the future. Bring both of them to the Archmagister, so that we can activate the Sigil Stone. Oh, and one more thing. What did the Pyrenes in your memory call those behind the cleansing? The High Ones? Good. Then the enemy has a name now. Come back to me once you've talked to Maragil. Pegast still needs your help.
Jarem Dorba Nubis, Locorem Tares.
Blasted blistering blazes! You sound like a boozed-up poet. This is supposed to be magic?
Entropy is a dangerous school, my sir. One false word and the stone could burst into flames.
Well, keep up this babble, and he might do it on purpose. You godlabs are just missing the pepper, even when you're doing magic.
Pepper? Magic needs to have prudence, not pepper. She's like a sick frog. If you... Prophetess, you're back.
Sun be praised. Working with these fumblers is harder than teaching complex mathematics to a Leor. The Scrounger already told me about your success. Good work. Have you got the glyphs? Yes, just show me already. Yes, that does make sense. Step back, I'll show you how this works. Jarem Dorba Nubis, Locarem Taris Danida, Sharak Lishamra.
By the righteous path. Are you feeling this?
Yes, this is impressive. Truly impressive. Are those the shards?
They're certainly not your underpants, are they? According to the Piraean writings, these shards offered protection against the Red Madness, as long as the Sigil Stone remains active. Prophetess, you're the one who found the missing glyphs, so you should go first. Go on, touch one of the shards. So, how do you feel? Very well. Then let's hope that this Sigil Stone lives up to its promise. Boy, go and tell the quartermaster that every keeper, as well as each one of us, is to be wearing one of these fragments by nightfall.
Boy!
Buzz off.
My sir, I really don't think this...
Do what he says, Legion. That is not how you will make friends here, Firespark. Not at all.
If it were friends I was looking for, I certainly wouldn't be here. Once again, good work. Old Dothûlgrad asked me to give you that, so you could buy better equipment. Now go back to him, and let him tell you about the next mission. It seems that Lishari has once again dug up something that could change everything.
Hey, wait a moment. You're the Neramis, aren't you? The Outlander. Well, let's put it this way. I have a pair of eyes here and there, and it's always good to know who comes into this city and when they do so. Help. You're an unfamiliar face, and this is just what I need. Let me make it short. I'm a businessman, and my specialties are the liquid pleasures. Beer, to call a child by its name. In Ark, most inns only pour 2 drinks. On the one hand, my beer. On the other hand, Rivervale Ale. Dalsarker honey wine is what they like to call that swill. Now, the thing is, the Riverville Brewery and I have a deal going. And unfortunately, the new vine dresser respects that deal as much as the Rolata respect the righteous path. And this is why I want your help. I need someone to aid me in serving some retributive justice, so to speak. A lot. Depending on how good you do, we can even talk about letting you in as a shareholder of my brewery. With small parts, of course. But as I said, that depends on how you do. Now look at that. Aren't you curious? That's good. I like that. It's simple. 7 barrels of beer per tavern and per week from me. 7 barrels of wine from him. No tricks. Correct. That way, we maintain balance. Should an inn order more than these 7 barrels, either I or the vinery inform each other about it first. The fact is, that new vine dresser doesn't care about that deal at all. All he does is walk around saying things like how he'll grow the business, how rivalry adds spice, and other Calian horse shit like that. And unfortunately, some people seem to fall for him. One innkeeper hasn't ordered from me for 3 weeks, and now pours only ale instead. Wonderful! Here, this is a flask of highly concentrated vinegar. Sneak into the basement of Fat Leorin's Inn. That's one of the inns that fools talked into only buying ale. And pour that into the big mead barrel. And, I probably don't need to say this, but still, not a word to anyone. Get back to me once it's all taken care of, and we'll talk coin.
Wait, you're a traveler, aren't you? Did you happen to see my husband, Hallis? Tall, brown hair, chin beard. He runs our farm near landlord Borek's place and has been gone for days.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light. Advance the fleet!
Well, aren't you quite straightforward? Most people wouldn't dare ask. I'm a half Quirian, as you've probably guessed, but I grew up here. If I may say so, there's something foreign about you as well. Ah, a narrow maze, a rare sight these days. I'd like to ask what brought you here, but the innkeeper will cut my pay for each minute I don't play music. Which one would you like to hear? Sure.
Do you know the aged man of whom no one knows from whence he came? His house lies on the edge of a solitary cliff. Glow of death and pallid light illuminate a dark at night, gleaming out the windows of the aged man's abode. If you batter at his door, say farewell to the world. notorious of widespread fame, yet no one knows him by his name. The aged man in his abode on a solitary cliff.
What? Who are you? And what do you do with that beautiful barrel?
In your veins, silent cries and wailing howls are fading in the night. If you batter at his door, say farewell to the world. For
that is nice of you, you know. But I think today is your lucky day. For 50 pennies, I will forget what I saw here.
The moon is bright, you see him in the countryside, accompanied by loneliness, abandoning his works. If you
Of course not. What are you thinking? Thanks a lot.
You've run across a wooden doll carved by the aged man. If you batter at his door, say farewell to the world. For everyone who entered never walked back on the road from the
Wonderful. I can't wait to see what that stupid innkeeper has to say about the Rivervale Ale after tonight. Here's your reward, 40 pennies. And, as promised, a paper that marks you as a shareholder of the brewery. That should keep you motivated to stay silent about this in the meantime. Is that so? I'm afraid that's none of my business now. I kept my end of the bargain. All right. I suppose you're right. Here's a little extra. But just be more careful in the future.
This feeling just now, that was the Sigil Stone, wasn't it? Very well. That only leaves us with Pegast's excavation. Are you ready? I'll make it short. We assume that in the last cycle, the Pyreans worked on a machine which they hoped would save them from the cleansing. An old artifact which they tried to put back together. Well, we do know that the cycle is not an ordinary threat. It functions in a way we have not even come close to comprehending, almost like a cosmic force. This makes it naive to believe one could face this threat like a foe made of flesh and blood. Maybe, however, this machine can. As I said, the Pyreans didn't invent this machine. They merely reconstructed it from old plans they found somewhere. And if they thought this idea was worth pursuing, we should at least look into it. Pegast found an old ruin named Old Dothûlgrad, which seemed to be some kind of laboratory of the Dilgar, one of the ruling castes in the Pyrean era. She assumes that we might find hints about this machine there, or maybe even a prototype. I want you to help her in any way possible. Maybe your gift can reveal things normal eyes can't see. Yes, because they never had a chance to finish it. The Pyrean realm was in a constant state of war shortly before the cleansing, just like Vin has been for the past few years. And even if the machine does not work, any knowledge we can get from their struggle against the cycle is crucial. They were the two different castes who ruled the Pyrean realm. Officially, they were servants of their highest being, the deity all of Pyrea worshipped, but everyone knew that it was the castes who had the power. And while the Ishian valued tradition, the Dilgar valued progress, which, as you can imagine, led to differences between the two, to say the least. They were the Lightborn of the Pyrean era, you could say. It's in a remote section of the Heartland. Keeper Sakaresh will accompany you there and show you the way. Good luck.
Ah, there you are. The Grandmaster already briefed me on our mission. Shall we go? Why do you ask? Does it bother you? Yes, that's true. To answer your question, I don't know. I assume I am accompanying you because we both did the trial together, but as to why you are assigned to such a crucial mission is beyond me. It seems the Grandmaster really does believe in your role as a prophet, whatever that may mean. But anyway, I suggest we save these questions for later. For now, let's focus on the task at hand. Yes, the ruin isn't far from here. Just meet me at the Myrids Tower in the northern Heartland. I will wait for you there once I finish my preparations. There you are. Here, I got us a map from the Archmagister. Do you see that? We're here, and back there is the ruin where we'll meet Pegast. So, I'd say, let's go. You lead the way, I'll cover your back. It's so quiet here. Before this whole mess with the Red Madness and the bandits started, these roads were crowded with travelers, hunters, and traveling merchants. It's strange to see it like this, really. Careful. Kirash. Phasmalism. I didn't know you could do that. I hope this thing follows your orders. I really do. Look, over there. That must be the ruin. Yes? Yes, it is. Master Tyrus, my foster father. He was half Kyranian, as you might have guessed already. Some words just stuck around. Unsettling.
this happens.
But there were just too many. We did our best, madame, and...
You did jack shit. That's what you did. 3 of our people are dead, and now the goddamn entrance is blocked up. This is fucking unbelievable. Get out of here, now! I need to think.
That doesn't sound good.
You? Out of all the goddamn people in this goddamn land, you were the last person I expected to see here. Well, congratulations. Though I don't have the slightest idea what good getting wasted on weird droge can possibly do.
Nightshade elixir isn't just some weird droga. It's a centuries-old recipe that was already being used by the first vassals. Maybe you should have known that before judging our traditions.
Well, now I do. And just who exactly are you?
Calia Sakaresh, keeper of the first sigil. I was exalted together with the one you call the prophetess.
Sakaresh? You're the girl from the village.
Maybe. Have you heard of me?
Well, there are some interesting rumors revolving around you. Let's put it that way. But who am I to complain? 2 keepers are certainly better than those idiots from the guard. Actually, you've come at just the right time. You'll be surprised, but I've found myself in almost exactly the same trouble as in Old Dothûlgrad. Seems I have a knack for that kind of shit. Almost. This time it was bandits. They ran in here about 2 hours ago and charged through us like we were bloody beginners. Well, that's the problem. Do you see that hallway over there? It leads down into the ruin. And now, guess what those fuckers did? They dashed right into it, and somehow succeeded in accidentally activating some kind of mechanism that locks down the whole passage. Now, anyone who gets too close to it gets roasted like a chicken. So now we can't go down, and they can't come up. We believe so, yes. That is what makes the whole thing so annoying. No, they didn't wear the robes that the ones in Old Dothûlgrad did. And they also seemed kind of unorganized to me. And scared, as if they were running from something. My guess is that they were trying to hide from something and thought the ruin was deserted. Somehow, yes, but would you place the button to deactivate the trap right next to the door it's supposed to protect? We need to find another way down. But at least we've got a clue. Some kind of hidden entrance. We're still stuck getting it open, though. Come, I'll show you. Who knows? Maybe you'll see something in the past that might help us.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
here we go. And before you ask, our dead buddy on the platform was already there when we got here. No idea what's keeping his body from decaying. It looks like some kind of magic to me. So I'd say just take a look around. I'm sure the bells have something to do with the riddle.
Maybe. Are you alright? You look pale. You did? Then this mage woman was right. What did you...
How was I right? Seriously? By the prophet's ass, that's, convenient. But who am I to complain? So, what's the deal with those bells? Be my guest. Just make sure that you don't accidentally collapse this place, okay?
Yes? That sounds wrong. Try again. Yes, that must be it. That sounded right.
Whoops.
Yes, that must be it. Yes, that must be it. Yes, that's it. Now I'll be...
What the fuck? What's
blazes.
happening?